Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Cozy Sunday playing the wonderful tiny bookshop. We're going to go to Mega Marché as promised today, and I think we might be alright to actually go there, but I haven't tested yet, so I am just going to try and optimize my items. So we have the books, the little step ladder there, and I'm going to put a little box in there. Then we are going to come out of here. Our daily expenses have increased by £16, and we're then going to empty this and have a look at what we can do to go to the Mega Marché. It says we can't do it right now, so that ain't good. We're going to put some kids' books on the top shelf because we get a bonus for that, and then we'll put some more in the little nook there. Then we'll put some drama in all the way along here, and we know from the Mega Marché we sell a lot of crime and a lot of drama, so I'm going to put a few more drama books in there, and then we're going to fill this one up with crime. Then we're going to go with some facts just in case we have some visitors. We're going to go with fantasies, some classics down here, and another 2, and then travel. We'll go with 4 there. Then we'll put in another classic, another fantasy, another fact. We can probably fit in a couple more crime ones here, just one. Then we'll go to the Mega Marché. Now you'll see here that our money will drop to a negative, and we will have to make that back to actually get it. You can see here I just got an achievement for going into debt. There doesn't seem to be anyone here at the Mega Marché, but we have visited it 3 times now, so I think it's Sunday today. It is Sunday, so the Mega Marché is closed, which means we might not have the best of days here. But hopefully there'll be some people walking by and they'll have a little look at our books, and we'll be able to sell some things. I like that a sheep visits the Mega Marché when it's closed, but he's not going to buy us any books from us. We've got somebody coming in now, so this should be our first purchase of the day, and my aim here is simply to just get out of the debt, really. We've got a little bit more space to sell books, and that's allowed us to put some more kids' books in, which we do have a bonus from the baby doll. So I don't know why. If I have a quick look at have I got a way to access the ladder? Guess not. So maybe we need to sell a kid's book from the top shelf. When you have more than one shelf equipped, you can cycle through them to reach all of your books. Okay, good. I'm in a bit of a hurry. I hate when books just end. Give me a series. I tend to like most stories with a detective, and I'm a bit obsessed with crime novels. Great. So we've got American Psycho, we've got Misery, we've got First to Die, which is the first book in the Women's Murder Club series. It takes 4 crime-solving friends through a classic murder mystery. Will they make it through the twists this case has in store for them? So that could be a good one. The Cask of Amontillado is an Edgar Allan Poe, but it's short. Carrie won't do it. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is not a series. Death Note Volume 1 we could go with. The Westing Game. I think we're going to go with First to Die. Let's recommend First to Die. And that worked very well. Good. So our first recommendation comes off pretty well, and we get a little bit more coming in. We've got inspired customers, and the cactus also gives us a bonus to drama. The baby doll, again, not giving us much, but there we go. We've broken even now, and hopefully with a few more customers, we'll go into profit. Now, if I quickly look at my newspaper, the Waterfront Fish Market is happening on Wednesday. I'd like to get a little bit of money in so that I can buy that stack of old books. Right, those books you got me have really been paying off. Good, okay, so an album for the ages. He's got a rough draft together for the songs. Kind of hates them all, but that's a me problem. Get over your perfectionism, Klaus. Yes, again, Klaus's voice does not make an appearance in today's episode, but we have a demo. Travel sale chance, fact sale chance, but a minus 10% to all the other books. So if we actually manage to get... Oh, I've also got Klaus's boombox, which can play the tapes. Gives us daily expenses, though. Right. So now we're kind of getting a big mix of items. It's going to have to be a case of us working out which items are going to give us the best sale chance based on where we are. Now, Klaus wants another book recommendation here. He wants to learn more about our history. He really enjoyed The Sea Around Us, which is an insight into the history of our oceans, their influence and power, but also their fragility. So we could have a look at something that could be based in the sea, could be a factual, so there's a short history of nearly everything there, which could help actually. That might be one that we go for. Let's give him this. It's a science book. There we go. It's got history in it, and that is a successful sale, and we get a nice boost because of the inspired customers, which should give us a lovely few sales in one go. And in fact, it actually gives us enough to buy these old books, which stocks us up quite nicely. And another one wanting some inspiration, like a book that doesn't take itself too seriously. A travel guide might be nice, and I wouldn't mind challenging myself to a really long read. So do we have anything that's really long? And travel log, well, we've got how many castles in 7 days, which isn't really long, and it seems to be, it's hilarious, doesn't take itself too seriously. Let's go with that, give it a go. This has been a really successful book for us. I think I've recommended it 3 times, and every time I've recommended it, people have wanted it. So that's good. I might have to pick it up and read it myself if it is indeed a real book. But I think it will be a real book. You can kind of tell the fake books that have been put in are the Bookstonian-based books and the ones that are about the people who live there. But everything else is a genuine real book. We haven't made a lot of sales today though. We come out with £15 in the bank, and I think that's the end of the day. So it hasn't been the best one. We're going to close up shop, and we're going to have to pay attention to where we're going, because wherever we end up next, we're going to drop back into debt probably. We've got more of Grandma's old books. Well, let's get them as well. So I don't really mind dropping into debt, because if we go somewhere busy, we'll be in a really good position. So we have today and tomorrow. It's going to be sunny again. I do really want to push to try and get the vintage desk bell. So let's have a quick look. We've got 2 weeks left of the summer. So maybe going back to the Mega Marché isn't such a good idea. Far Beach we've not yet been to, so perhaps that's where we go. So we're going to take a big hit here. Now, because it's a family destination, I reckon we're going to be selling quite a few kids' books. Now, what I want to do first is I want to have a look at my ladder here, the step ladder that I bought. Let's see. While there are at least 5 kids' books in upper shelves, we get a 6% sale chance. Okay, so that needs to be out there. The Fern, we don't know what it gives us a boost to our classic sales. Klaus's Boombox. Now, I'm going to take that out. I don't want that in today, because that causes us a bit of issue. So we're going to leave Klaus's stuff for now, because I want to sell kids' books today. I think that's probably going to be our best bet. And Travel and Fact probably won't be a big sell here. But we know that we can get quite a few. So if we sell more than 10 books the day before with that guest book, we get a +4 customer count. Don't think we did sell many more last time. Now, our Sickly Fern, we need to have a look at what we can do with that. Maybe it just needs some water. How we get that water, I don't know. But we'll come back out. We know we're going to go to the Far Beach, so I'm going to get at least 5 kids' books on here. So that's 4, that's 5, that's 6. Let's put loads of kids' books on the top shelf this time. We're then going to put some fantasy books in the little bucket there. We can actually get 1, 2, 3, 4, get 8 on that. So then we'll add in some drama along to there. We've got 6 drama books. Then we'll go with a bit of crime on the bottom. We'll try 6 there. Facts, I'm going to go for 6 as well. Then classics, I'm going to put 6 of those in. Travel, I reckon might sell quite well here, so we'll go with 6 of them. So we get a nice little spread there. We'll go to Far Beach, which will plunge us into a little bit of debt, but I imagine we'll pick that up pretty quickly. It's a nice day. We've come to Far Beach, and I reckon this could be a good one. So, let's open up. Right, so if we get to know the beach by visiting it 3 times, we'll unlock that sticker. It's a lovely sunny day. We've got people coming along. Our dog, what can we do here? Good boy, Buddy. Yes, we named the dog Buddy, because why not? Ah, yes you are. Woof woof. I like Buddy. Buddy's very cute. Excuse me, could I get a book, please? Hello, Harper. Harper would like a book. She wants a fact book because she wants to acquire knowledge. Also likes niche books and also getting more into non-fiction. Already finished the last one. Now, Harper seems like a pretty intelligent kid and wants a factual book. So, niche books. So maybe something really... Well, there we go. A historical niche. Let's give this a go. That worked pretty well. Historical niche is exactly what I was looking for. Thanks for letting me read here. My name is Harper, by the way. I'm going to be back soon. Okay. Bye. Well, that worked out pretty well, didn't it? We've met Harper. We've sold Harper a book, spending some of her pocket money. She's must like plodging around in puddles in the sea because she's pretty dirty there. Can we pick up the shell or the starfish or anything? No. The ball just bounces a little bit. Oh, it's gone. I've lost it. Yay. Hello, hello. Oh, Anne's saying hello to our dog, not me. Right. Crime and fantasy. I have a fun/sad plant fact for you. Because of the whole photosynthesis thing, we tend to put our plants outside, which can be very nice. They might love that. But also when you put some houseplants into direct sunlight, they can get sunburned just like you. So watch out for any brown spots. Yeah, I'll see you later. So that must have been in relation to the fern. So I guess we need to just keep an eye on that fern. If it starts getting brown spots, we need to move it inside. And our cactus would be the same. So we want to make sure that we're not... Ooh, a skull. Increases our crime sale, decreases our kids sale chance. That's good. Right, do we have anyone else visiting? Nothing yet. Oh, I think my little shop's looking pretty nice. Right, someone needs some help choosing something. Fantasy is my favourite. I like historical settings. Alice in Wonderland is an all-time favourite. Okay, so they like fantasy. Now, all my fantasy books are in here. So this is poems. We've got The War of the Worlds, which is not a historical setting. The Silmarillion by Tolkien is a historical setting, but it's also, you know, it's a fantastical historical setting. Is that going to be enough? Dracula, not so much. It doesn't really go anything alongside. Dune wouldn't work either. Which would? Disappearing minister, satanic cult, and a ravaging plague. But what lies at the bottom of it all? Find out in this Scottish masterpiece. Could be fantasy, historical settings. What classics do we have? We've got Midsummer Night's Dream, The Essential Rumi, The Canterbury Tales, Moby Dick, and Persuasion. I'm going to have a go with Witchwood. Yeah, let's recommend Witchwood. Worked very well, wonderful, and a great sale for us. That's very, very good. So I think fantasy is a good one here then. Fantasy and kids books, I would imagine, are going to give us some nice bonuses. And I'm starting to now get like a feel of some of the areas here. Hello everyone, welcome. And where are the best sellers? Loads. What a week. If there's animals, that's a plus. Also, I typically pick books from a series. Now, Moby Dick, I know, has animals in it, or one very particular animal. But we need books from a series as well. Ideally, a series with animals. And it's not going to be a kid's book. So I'm not seeing any series here that have animals in them. Perhaps a fantasy would do it. Neverending Story has one very particular animal in it. Watchmen wouldn't be it. Dracula won't. Dune won't. Right, this is interesting. What about then Age of License is a travelogue, no animals in that. Have I still got Moby Dick? Because I'm just going to have to give that a go, really. I don't think I do have Moby Dick left. I think that's gone. Somebody has bought the copy of the book that I did want to give them. Could do The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Actually, let's do that. It's a kid's book, but yes, that did it. Amazing. Glad I had that. I didn't even think to look at the kids' books, but that's been a good sale for us as well. So looking at this, kids' books have sold really, really well. Crime has also sold quite well, so that's a surprise because I thought this would have been something like kids and fantasy, being by the beach. But I guess crime books are a decent beach read, so that's brought us quite a nice little profit in. We don't really have anything that I want to buy right now, and I think saving money and building those finances back up in preparation for like a big push towards the end of summer, buying some of those new items would be a very, very good thing. And let's have a quick look. Tomorrow there's nothing going on, so we can keep building our finances up, which is going to be really, really good. The day is coming to an end, and I'm quite happy with how this one has gone. We've had a really good shift. We've brought in £63, which pays back our debt and is going to allow us to maybe just customize a few things here, because I think we are now like overstocked on items that we can put in. Oh, We're going to leave that for one more day because I reckon tomorrow will be a very good day, a very big day. We haven't yet had rain, and I don't think we'll get any rain throughout summer. So for now, we'll leave things as they are. We're going to go back to... Let's go back to Far Beach because I've got a lot of kids' books that we can probably get rid of. So we'll get rid of everything there. We'll put a big long row of kids' books in. Then we'll get some... Now, crime is dipping a little bit, so I'm going to try and put in a few more drama books today. We'll go with 6 of those. Then we'll go, again, 6 facts. We'll go 6 fantasy. And some more classics. Take that up to 6 as well. Travel will go all the way up to 6. And then I have space here for crime. So I will just fill that up with crime. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Classics can go back in. Yeah. Off to Far Beach for a second day in a row, and we'll see what money we get as we prepare to go to the fish market. Back to Far Beach then. It's the 16th day of summer, and things are looking very nice for us. We've had a good month. We've made quite a bit of money. We've got a lot of items, which is the important thing. Now, off that goes. Can I keep hitting this? I don't think I can. Oh, I can. It goes up. It's off down the beach. Oh, you're welcome. Now come and buy something. Giving someone their ball back. Right. You are very well protected in the sea, aren't you? Right, we've got a recommendation here. Sorry I have to pick up my kid in a bit. I was something easy, entertaining, and uncomplicated. Don't give me one of those classics. I really enjoyed The Search, which is a fantasy, where we finally find out what happened to Zuko's mother, Zuko and Azula's mother, in the continuation of the animated series. So this is a series, something uncomplicated but entertaining. Doesn't mention anything about a series, so we could go with this. Nimona, entertaining, I guess. Yeah, could work. The Earth's Core is a sci-fi novel. They don't want a classic. Martian, no. Watchmen, no. Babel, All the Necessity of Violence. Alternate Reality, British Empire, don't think so. Definitely doesn't want a classic. What about a kid's book then? Alice in Wonderland, Inkheart, Moominland, Midwinter is certainly uncomplicated. Goodnight Gorilla. I mean, these are kids' books, which doesn't want a drama. Definitely not a drama. Not a classic. What about a crime? That's not going to be complicated. That's going to be pretty complicated, I would imagine. Let's try Nimona. We'll give that. I don't think that's going to do it, but yeah, makes her head hurt. So a kid's book might have been a better option, really, but we failed one there, and that actually loses some stuff because of the baby dolls effect, which is a big shame, but we might get some sales in during the rest of the day. We've only got 16 quid left, so we need to be very careful with our finances, especially considering I'm saving up for some stuff. I need to make around about £320 over the next few days to try and buy those items, and obviously as I buy them, more will come in. So I really don't want to miss out on stuff through summer. So we want to try and buy as many items as we can. Luckily, we've got a decent stock of books now, and if we keep getting those old books that people are just getting rid of for cheap, we might be okay. These paperback mysteries have come down quite a bit. I'm going to buy them. We get Crime and Kids, which is pretty good, actually. And then we come down to like a deficit of £6, but that shouldn't take us long. Hello, Harper, saying hello to my dog. You did talk to him in dog language, but he's a bit more intelligent than that. Oh, shells. Yeah, I've heard of marine biology. Yeah, okay, so do you want me to find some shells for you? Yes, I'll pick them up. Cool, so we've got a marine biology device which allows us to collect seashells. So every day we can come back. We've got to have the marine biology device equipped, but we can then pick up shells from the beach and put them in our little pot there. And I guess the more that we have, the better the effects of whatever is in there. So a big fan of historical fantasy, and really like the Two Towers. Okay, well, I don't have the third one in that series, but I'm sure we could find some historical fantasy for you. We've got Nimona, but that's not really historical fantasy. I mean, we could go with Babel, because that is an alternate reality. It's historical fantasy. And let's try this. I think that'll be a good one. There we go. That worked out really well. So it's always good to at least have a few different types of books in if you are playing this yourself, because you never know what's going to happen. And as we learned a few episodes ago, there's the ability to kind of cross-reference books, so you can recommend classics, and books will fit into multiple genres. So there we go. Needs a play, something humorous. Right, looking at our classics then, we have no plays there, but drama could help us out here. Les Miserables, that's a book. Hamlet is not a comedy though, which is a shame. That would have done it. And then, yeah, we don't have anything else that's a play really, other than Hamlet, which is definitely not a comedy. Persuasion's not a play. Great Expectations, not a play. Journey to the West, not a play. 1984, not a play. Not a play. And again, not a play. Watchmen, definitely not. Nimona, not. So it's important to look through everything, because you never know what you're going to get. Something could jump out at you. I mean, we could find a comedic book instead. So it looks like none of these are going to work. What if we go to crime? Crime and Punishment, Angels and Demons, Monster Volume 1, The Shining, Telltale Heart, and The Silent Patient. Right, so do we have anything comedic in here? If we could recommend a comedic book, we should be okay, but we don't have one there. Drama won't really give us anything either. Right, so let's try. We're going to have to try something. Travel logs won't work. Classics, I mean, Great Expectations, no. Journey to the West, I mean, it's a mischievous shapeshifter, so it could be funny. Let's see. Nope, doesn't seem like a stage. I don't have any stage plays, so sorry, doesn't work. I wonder if we said we can't recommend one, they would go away and we would get another opportunity later on, but I haven't even thought to try that yet, so we just kind of have to hope that we get away with this and it's not too much of a problem. But we've had a decent day again there, and I think people generally quite happy. We've made 60 quid, so that's again money in the bank and looking pretty good. Day is about to come to an end, so this should be our last customer and we will close up and say goodbye. Now looking at this, we've got the Waterfront Fish Market tomorrow, so we need to make sure that we've got plenty of travel books in. We didn't sell a single one today, so that's good. And we can close up now because it's getting dark and the weather is starting to get a little bit cooler now. It's time to go home, go to bed, and plan another day. Now, we know from the fish market we sell a lot of travel books and a lot of fact books. So tomorrow it's actually going to rain, which means our cooler probably relatively useless because it's not going to be a sunny day. Although, wait, was that? No, today it's sunny, so our cooler is going to work. But let's take out all of our items here and we'll start again, because we're going to need to make sure that we're doing everything right. So our shelf, yes, I know, that's fine. Put our shelf in, then we will also put our book sign in, hanging up there. Now the book sign gives us a +5 to our customer count. The folding table, I'm just going to move over to there. Then our guest book is going to go here. The dog stays there, always. Dog goes by the guest book. Now the buoy gives us a chance to sell more travel books, and the life buoy gives us another chance. Now I think this, for each different location you visited in the last 7 days, we get a +2% to our travel sales chance, which is very, very good. Then we've got another buoy here, which we'll hang up there. That gives us a travel sale chance. And what about the cooler? Now the cooler adds 2 seconds to the inspiration duration and 2% to our customer count. So we're definitely going to keep that. Now our manuscript here doesn't really do anything right now. We can turn it into a real book, but I don't know how to do that. The broken typewriter boosts spooky effects and our classic sale chance, so we're not going to go with that. The sickly fern we could go with. I'm going to put that there, leaving it outside. The stepladder will boost our kids' sale chances. Now we get Klaus's demo will give us some big boosts to our travel and fact books, but a decrease to everything else. And I'm kind of okay with that. So let's put, again, more fact sales chances. That's good. And then we'll go inside. We'll put this in as well. And we'll put the little stepladder in at the back there. I don't think we're going to put everything else in, although we might as well. If we've got space, why not put everything else in? Because none of this is actually impacting any of our other chances. So let's put the typewriter in on top of the cooler. We'll put my manuscript in there. And the skull will reduce our kids' sale chance, but it's okay. So we'll put the skull right there. Now, if we have a look here, the kids' sale chance is -1%. That's okay. But if I put 5 kids' books on the top shelf, it should be okay. So crime is a 2%, 1% on classic, -1% on kids at the moment. 10% boost to our travel sales is exactly what I want. Don't really have any boosts to facts yet, by the looks of things, even though while the tape is playing, we get a boost to the fact sale chance and travel sale. So the tape has got to be playing. Okay, that's good to know. So we'll come back out and we will, let's go to, we'll finish our setup there. And then tomorrow we'll come back, we'll head to Waterfront Square for our fish market. So I hope you've had another lovely cozy Sunday, and I will see you all for the next one. Thanks for watching.